Hi, and welcome to your flow strength session. Well done if you're catching up. Well done for making the time to get on your mats. If you've got a little extra time, perhaps pair this strength flow with a stretch flow to create your own hour sequence. Or if you're doing this late at night, perhaps you check in and do one of the sleep flow sessions. But well done for getting on your mat, and I really hope that you enjoy the practice. You won't need any props specifically, but always handy to have a yoga foam or a cushion nearby in case you need to take it for a seat or to pad the knees. To everyone who's here live, it is the 29th of January, and we all know what that means. Tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the big 25-hour workouts. It's going to be insane. It is so exciting. It's like beyond exciting. I am going to be doing a post a little later on today with some more exciting information from my side, which is, it's gonna be next level, guys. So let me know if you're here. Good morning, beautiful Pats. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, like I woke up with butterflies this morning. I will be coming through to Cape Town tomorrow morning. So I will be teaching 4 flow sessions. And I'm going to get to see our crew and get to see Jono and Jules and Zita and Rachel and coaches and just all the amazing people behind the scenes who have made this happen. Wow. I've seen awesome posts about your pledges, your pledge badges, to say how many hours you have pledged to do this weekend. I have pledged to do 5. Which doesn't seem that much when you compare it to 25. But when you look at it and think, ooh, 5 hours is 10 half-hour sessions, then that's quite hectic. But I think I'll include my flow in those 5 hours and then do a few more sessions. Definitely be there to support Jono throughout this. Remember, invite your friends, invite your family. If you're in isolation, if you're in lockdown, if you can't go anywhere, you've got a full 25 hours of fun. You can do hits, you can do lits, you can dance, you can sing, you can cook, you can flow, anything you can think of. We're getting to have the most amazing people join us, from amazing sportsmen and women to amazing artists and DJs. It is really just amazing. And of course, all of this to help bring awareness and support to COVID-19, the second wave that has hit us, by donating to the Gift of the Givers. So we are really encouraging everyone to give whatever you can. And we can't do this without you. We need you guys to make the difference. And how awesome would it be if we can walk away from this weekend with a phenomenal amount being given to Gift of the Givers. We all have a little bit to give, and every rand counts. Louis said it so well on Wednesday when he was here for the strength session, to say that, there's 50,000 strong on this in this community, and everyone pays 1 rand. That's already 50,000 rand. So every cent really does count. If you haven't made a donation, please help us, help frontline workers, the institutions, or whoever it is that Gift of the Givers is doing such amazing work with, to really make a difference in times where people are really struggling. People have had a lot of loss, and let's just be part. I think Jeff, we try to carry a lot of hope in our hearts, and hope for those who don't have any so we can hold space for one another. So thank you to everyone who's already made a donation. It is so appreciated, like massively. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, beautiful Iva. If you did not watch Iva and my interview yesterday after the 8 a.m. hit, please hop over to the 8 a.m. hit session from yesterday and just kind of you can scroll. Well, actually don't scroll to the end, do the hit session. And then when you get to the end, you'll be treated to a beautiful 10-minute interview with a lovely Iva Hermans. It had me in such a wonderful, beautiful space the whole day yesterday after we had that chat. So thank you, Iva. Benjamin Detoy Enslin, good morning, happy Friday, and welcome. Nicole Larish, ready to stretch. Welcome, Nicole. Lovely to have you here. To let me know that you're in. Zon Michelle, good morning, and welcome, everyone. Of course, we are on our Friday, which means it is full body cardio. Let me know if you did the HIIT session with Greg and Kate this morning, and how do you feel after that? Are you feeling okay? And also, if you did a session last night, did you join in for the family time with Siri? You will have your last chance to work out today live, 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. And we'll wait for the lit crew to join us from their session now at 6:30. So yeah, how's everyone feeling? We're running a lot of butterflies here behind the scenes, just with all the excitement before the workouts. I can't believe as well that we're heading towards the end of January. This month has been so full. We've had so many challenges. You guys have smashed it. You've gotten so many badges in 1 month. We've had our Adidas challenge. We've had our Wellness Warehouse challenge. We've had our Goldfish challenge. It's just been absolutely incredible. This week, of course, your 25-hour challenge. Good morning. Joy, good morning. Second session. Welcome back, Joy. I hope that you enjoy this. It's a flow strength session this morning, guys. You won't need anything in particular, just yourself. But if you have a cushion nearby, that could be handy, perhaps to pad your knees when you're in a lunge or in a seat if you ever need. The more you do these classes, the more you'll start to figure out what you need to support yourself and your practice. Good morning, Suzanne, Rachel, Barbara, good morning. Benjamin, the king and queen of darkness hit. That was epic. Amazing, Benjamin. Well done. Those 30 minutes just fly by as well. You know, but then you look back on these 30 minutes of these HIIT sessions and you're like, I did so much. I had such a great conversation with a friend yesterday who might actually be on here. Pam, if you're on here, we need you to comment at some point and let us know that you're here. And she was saying, as I was when I kind of entered the Jeff community, that I was definitely not a lit or a HIIT person. I didn't run, I didn't do anything like that. And she did her first lit yesterday, and I wanted to say, well done, Pam, for doing your first lit session. It's super scary doing something new always, but we just need to get the courage together, pull ourselves towards ourselves, and just do it. Just start. So well done, Pam. Thank you for inspiring me and for your amazing messages. It makes me so happy to hear. And of course, Pam checking off her 25-hour workout badge. How cool is that? Good morning, Christina. January has gone by so quickly. All the challenges have made it so fun. I hardly noticed the beaches were closed. Christina, that is such great feedback. So glad you felt that way and so happy we could help. You know, we've got to pivot. We've got to just readjust the way we do things at the moment quicker than usual. But we can do it. We've got this. And with everyone in this community, there's just no ways that you can't get through anything and everything. Good morning, Blanche. When are we doing lymph again? Blanche, I actually taught such a nice, just a private session yesterday. We did so much lymph, and I hadn't done lymph in so long. Today is strength, so maybe we can squeeze a bit in by the end of the practice. I'll have to see what our time looks like. But you know your lymph work, don't you, Blanche? Maybe I should do a little top up for you guys with some of the lymph exercises. But otherwise, lymph taps, lymph swings, please, you guys should be doing them every day. If you have a little rebounder trampoline, you should be jumping on that every day. And of course, guys, if you haven't had your water yet this morning, please go grab your bottle of water or a glass of water. I want you to have a few sips before we get started. Not too many. Good morning, beautiful Megan. Happy Friday to you too. Karen Moffat is here live. Yay, Karen. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm glad you could make it live this morning. And the beautiful Lorna Piercy, who just keeps astounding me every single day. Lorna, with your dedication to your practice, with the effort that you put into yourself, and it just shines, it just all shines back out, Lorna. It's been such an absolute pleasure to get to know you. Really, thank you for being here, and thank you for always just bringing your beautiful, kind energy every single morning. Tracy Walbeck Shepherd, good morning. My hubby Clint is joining this morning. This is getting real. Woohoo, Tracy. Of course, Tracy and I also did an amazing interview last week. So if you've missed those, guys, you need to go check these stories. Tracy, so amazing to have you and your husband Clint here. Hashtag couple goals, couples who flow together, stay together. So well done that you both here and on your mats this morning. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself. I know, guys, but that's okay. I'm loyal to my practice, and I actually don't feel bad about it. Of course, we've got so much happening this weekend with the 25-hour workout. I will be bringing flow to the table. Rest and recovery will be the name of the game for the sessions. Good morning, Aiden, checking in, but going to do a stretch. Aiden, that is a great idea, seeing as though you have pledged 10 hours over the weekend. So enjoy your stretch, Aiden. Make sure to support yourself, breathe, and let me know how it goes. And pop me a message, Aiden, if there's anything specific you need some extra help or support with. I would be happy to chat. Yolanda Westhuizen, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, we are going to get started shortly. Good morning, Karen, welcome. Again, you won't need any specific props, just yourself. And guys, we're right there, we're on the end. Remember as well, I'm sure you have seen all over the show, one-on-one price. If you want to lock down last year's prices, you need to do it before the end of the weekend. So you've been sitting on the fence about your one-on-one, you have not signed up, but you're like, oh, I'd really love to. This is the universe saying, now's the time. Here, we are giving you an amazing rate for exceptional coaches, for exceptional support, for you to help you change your life. We don't change it for you, you change it for yourself. It's so empowering. I did 3 months on the one-on-one program, and I cannot recommend it enough. My father is on the one-on-one program. My sister's on the one-on-one program. My brother-in-law's on the one-on-one program. My my fiance is on the one-on-one program. I've dragged my most loved ones onto this journey with me, who I would never drag into something that I don't believe in. So that's my testimonial for the one-on-one program. Genuinely, guys, if you've been wondering about it, don't. Just do it. We're willing to invest to insure our car, to insure our jewelry, to, you know, like we insure everything else, but we cringe when we think we need to spend money on gym or health or whatever. No, that should be priority number one. You should be priority number one. So let me know if you have any questions about the one-on-one program. Send me a direct message and we can see if we can lock in that discounted amount from 2020 in for 2021. And that has to happen before the end of the month. Good morning, Wendy Milo Sellers, swiping in first time doing your class. Welcome, Wendy. Welcome to the Sunrise Stretches. We're about to get started. Wendy, do little things. Take it at your own pace. Don't overstretch. Take a break when you need to. Breathe and enjoy the practice. Welcome, Adele. You have been in silent mode, but I am glad to have you back. Yay. All right, everyone. We are going to start in a child's pose. So I'd like for you to come down onto your knees. Bring your big toes to touch, split your knees so your hips are opening slightly. Bring the buttocks towards the heels and reach your arms forward. You're going to keep your elbows off the mat, so an active version. And if your buttocks don't touch your heels, don't worry. You might be a little higher up here. That's fine as well. I want you to feel that you're getting a nice amount of length through your sides. Relax your head down. And then let's just switch on the breath as we arrive at our practice and on our mats. I want you to take 3 of the deepest breaths you have taken this morning, or whenever it is you're catching up with a session. All right, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice, do so now. Perhaps your intention is to simply be present, connect to yourself, and connect to your breath for the next 30 minutes. All right, lift your chest, look forward, come right up onto your fingertips. You're going to walk yourself all the way to your left, as far as you can go. Stay on your fingertips, just relax your head down. Get a bit of a stretch through the right side of your rib cage. We'll just take 2 breaths here. All right, and then we'll lift. Walk yourself back through to center. Take a nice side stretch over to your right. 2 full breaths. All right, and then again, come back to center. Place the palms down, release the head down. Lift yourself up onto your knees. We're going to set up for our downward facing dog. So your hands are shoulder distance. Your knees are hip distance. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Keep your knees bent for this first round as we just prioritize full length in our spine. Make sure that your palms are spread and you're pressing into all 4 corners of the hands and the fingerprints so that you're not dumping into the backs of the wrists. Straighten out the arms, melt your chest down. Lift the lower belly slightly and really tilt the pelvis forward so you get those sit bones nice and high. Lengthen your breath. And then you're going to take your feet slightly further back so that you can propel yourself forward into a plank pose. Right, if you need to lower your knees here, you can, but otherwise keep the knees off the floor, lower the hips, look forward and curl your ears back to a hanging cobra. You could support yourself with your knees here. All right, then press back to a plank and move up and back to a downward dog, full stretch. Maybe the heels anchor a little further down to the floor. So we're going to move through that little rolling cobra, little sequence. We're going to move it to the breath. So inhale, plank. Exhale, hanging cobra. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Well done. Stay with me. Rock forward, inhale. Hanging cobra, exhale. Plank, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Well done. 2 more like that. Stay with me. Inhale, plank pose. Knees can stay off the floor, but remember you can also lower your knees here. Back into your plank. And your down dog, full stretch. 1 more round. Inhale, plank pose. Hanging cobra, exhale. Plank, inhale. And find your downward dog, exhale. Bring your feet a little closer to your hands. So you can try and ground through all 4s here. We'll come off our arms now. Just take 2 more breaths. And then you'll look forward. Walk your feet to between your hands. Take a nice little halfway lift. Bring your hands to your thighs. Lift a little higher. And then here, I really want you to straighten out your legs. Draw your kneecaps up. Draw your thigh muscles up. And try and tilt the pelvis to bring this lower back as parallel to the floor as you can. So you should feel this in your hamstrings. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades to one another and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. And then let's move into a forward fold. So bend your knees a little here perhaps. Reach for your opposite elbows and just relax the head down as you sway a little side to side. If an inversion doesn't feel good, so if being upside down becomes too much at any time, you'll just take a ski race position. So that's a half forward fold. You're still slightly downhill with the head, but you're not all the way inverted. But if you're loving being upside down, stay here. We're going to take another 3 breaths. And after your 3rd exhale, release your hands. Bend your knees, super slowly roll your spine all the way up, bone by bone. As you come up to stand, you will loop the shoulders up, back, and down. All right, so if you're not standing at the top of your mat, I'd like for you to stand at the top of your mat now. Big toes touching, looking forward. We're going to reach both arms up, take a nice inhale. And then fold yourself all the way down, so bend your knees as much as you need to here to bring your fingertips to the floor. Take a forward fold. Halfway lift, look forward. Step your right leg back for a lunge, lower your right knee down. Front knee is stacked above its ankle, reach your arms up. Taking a slight little back bend here, so more of a heart opener, chest opener. Bend your chest, curl your ears slightly back. And then the arms move down to the floor. Raise your back knee, step into a plank pose. All right, use your knees for this first round. Hug elbows in and back, come down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Bring the hands a little forward and wider of the shoulders. Little lift with the elbows. As you look forward, bring the top row of teeth parallel to the floor. Cobra pose. So for those of you who are new, who have just joined for flow today, welcome to these sessions. Please take them at your own pace. And remember, if you have any questions, then send me a message after the session so we can chat about making these flow sessions work for you. Lower yourself back down, slide your hands either side of your rib cage, press up onto your knees, Find your downward facing dog. All right, we're going to step our right foot forward between our hands. Lower left knee down. So you should feel nice opening in the front of this left hip. Float the torso up. Same thing here, bend your elbows, take a little lift through the chest. Keep your lower belly drawing back. And then arms move down to the floor. Raise your back knee up, but this time you're moving to the front of your mat. So lift the belly, step forward, big toes to touch. If you can, straighten out your legs for your halfway lift. And then move into a forward fold. Bend the knees from the bottom up, roll the spine, vertebra by vertebra to loop the shoulders. Straight to our second side, reach both arms up. And fold yourself all the way down, tuck your chin. Take a halfway lift. It's our left foot to step back. The knee's gonna lower down to the ground. Your feet are on parallel tracks here, so make sure your right heel's in line with that right hip, left heel with left hip. Press down to lift up, reach the arms up, and again, it's your little bird ring, it's your lift of the chest. And the hands down to the floor. Raise your back knee up, step back, plank pose. Okay, you can choose now to lower your knees or not, as you lower yourself, elbows in and back, all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Again, slide your hands forward and wider over the shoulders. Press into the hands. This time you could perhaps straighten the arms all the way. Tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Again, I'm looking forward. I'm getting this nice stretch through my belly. Extension through the spine. Shoulders are down. Elbows hugging in. And then lower yourself back down. Slide the hands back either side of the rib cage. Press up onto your knees. Find a downward facing dog again, up and back. So land in your shape from the front of the legs, so you can try and get a nice opening through the back of the legs. Lift up through your wrists. Roll your outer shoulders down. Lengthen your breath. Well done. Your left foot to step through. Lower your right knee, float the arms up. So we're trying to move with as much grace and quietness as we can. The breath is flowing, and as if you were gliding through water, we're gliding through the air. Bend the elbows, same thing here, draw the elbows back, lift the heart, curl the ears. Bring the hands down. Lift back knee, look forward. It's that step to the top of your mat. Big toes to touch. Take a halfway lift. And a forward fold. Bend the knees. Slowly roll the spine all the way up to stand. And we're going to loop the shoulders. Equal standing pose here for a moment. Settle into your energy. We're going to move through that again. We're going to move half a breath to movement. All right, so I'll call the breath, but if you need to take a breath in between, feel free to do so. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Step your right leg back, and on the exhale, lower the knee down. Inhale, lift the arms. Little bend through those elbows. Exhale. Hands down to the floor. Plank pose. Inhale, rock forward. Knees or not, exhale, down to the floor. Untuck your toes. This time I want you to reach your hands back either side of the thighs. Palms facing the thighs. Keep the feet pressing into the mat. Lift up, look slightly forward. Don't crunch too much in the back of the neck. Lift, lift, lift. Wake up those postural muscles. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards one another. See if you can lift just a little more. Bring the hands either side of the rib cage. Press up onto all fours. Find your downward facing dog. One full round of breath here. On your next inhale, step your right foot through. Exhale, lower left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, that little bend of the elbows, lift the chest, bring the hands forward. Halfway lift, step forward, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Straight leg, straight spine, bring yourself all the way up, inhale. We'll move straight to our left, so fold forward, exhale. Bend your knees as you need to, halfway lift, inhale. Left leg back, lower the knee, exhale. Float your arms up, inhale. Bend the elbows, little back bend, exhale. Hands to the mat. Step into your plank pose, inhale. Knees or not, your whole exhale lowers you to the floor. Untuck your toes so you're on the tops of the feet, breathe freely. And again, take your hands back either side. Lift the back. And this time, if you want, lift the legs up off the floor. Wake up that whole back line. Feel like you're moving forward and you're moving backwards. Reach through those fingertips. Lift a little higher. Bring the hands back either side of the rib cage. Lower the feet. Come onto your knees. Find your downward dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, step left leg forward. Exhale, right knee down. Float both arms up, inhale. A little bend through the elbows, exhale. Hands down, look forward, raise your back knee. Step forward, take a halfway lift, inhale. And a forward fold, exhale. Come all the way up, inhale. We're going to do a last round, changing it up a little bit to a high lunge. Breathe freely, I'm not going to count the breath. So when you're ready, fold forward. Working towards flat palms here. Take a halfway lift. Step your right leg back, but this time don't let the right knee touch the ground. Right, so core connect, float the torso up, lift up, roll that right hip level to left. It's that little back bend, so bend the elbows, curl the ears back, and then hands come down to the floor. You'll feel it's easier to get into your plank pose from this lunge. Find your plank, and then hug elbows in and back. Bring yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes, tops of the feet into the mat. This time, reach your arms all the way forward. Palms facing one another. Lift the arms off the floor, look forward. Straighten the arms, keep the feet on the mat. Take one more breath. Nice. Bring those hands either side of the rib cage. Press up onto your knees. Find your downward dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Next inhale, step your right foot through for your lunge. Back knee off the mat. High lunge. Float up out of your flexibility. Left hip is level to right. And then again, that little bend here. You can take these little back bends as deep as they feel good. Hands down, look forward. Take a little step to the top of your mat. Big toes to touch, halfway lift. And forward fold. Straight leg, straight spine, all the way up to stand. Inhale. Exhale, let's fold forward. Halfway lift. Left leg to step back. Remember, your knee stays off the floor now. Firm foundation so that the spine can be fluid and free. You're taking that little back bend here. And hands down to the mat. Plank pose. Again, knees or not. Lower yourself all the way down. Untuck the toes. Reach the hands forward off the mat. Look forward. And then raise the legs up off the mat. Reach forward. Reach back. One more breath. Well done. Bring your hands back. Lower your legs. Press onto your knees. Find your downward dog. Next inhale takes your left foot forward. Setting up for your high lunge. Bring your arms up. Draw your ribcage back. Bend the elbows. Take a little lift of the chest. And bring the hands all the way down. Look forward, step forward, halfway lift. And forward fold. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale. And then bring your hands to your heart. Exhale and pause. You can close your eyes here. Settle into your feet and ground. All right, release your hands. So I'll just show you from the front. You're going to move into a little standing balance, tree pose. Bring your hands to your hips. You're going to bring your weight onto your left leg. Raise your right knee and just start to rotate that thigh bone a little bit around in its hip sockets. Take a few rounds backwards. And then you'll change direction, bringing it a few rounds forwards. Remember, your head is very heavy, so look forward or up. So your skull is stacked and balanced. Take one more round backwards. Well done. Place right foot down, left knee up. I hope you're breathing. Roll that big femur bone around in its hip sockets. Well done, everyone. Change direction. Alright, and let's take one more in reverse. And lower left foot. Alright, so we'll move into this bit by bit. You're going to bring your right sole of the right foot to the inner left ankle. Find your balance. Okay, once you've found your balance here, you can bring your hands to pray in front of the heart. Okay, if you've got your balance, you'll slide that right foot up onto the calf muscle, not onto the knee. All right, so that right knee is pointing out to the side. Perhaps here, you can take your arms up, reach them up as tall as you can. So if you want to take the foot up a little higher, you're going to bend your standing leg so that you can reach for that right ankle. Slide it all the way up to the inner left thigh. Bring the hands back to your prayer. And then again, perhaps arms reach up. So we're going to take 3 full breaths here. Find the pose. And then settle into it and take 3 rounds of breath. Well done. Bring your hands back down in front of your chest. Squeeze that right knee all the way up and release it down. Well done. Second side, hands to hips. Left knee out to the side, sole of the foot to the ankle. Look forward, stack your shoulders above your hips. And then you'll start to slide that foot up the calf muscle. All right, if you're staying here, bring your hands to your heart. If you took your arms up on that first side, try to take your arms up on the second side. And then if you took the full pose, you're going to slide that foot up. Well, not the full pose, our own full pose is our own full pose. But if you're going to take that foot up higher today, then take it up and reach the arms up. And so the ultimate in these poses is not moving to the kind of fanciest looking, most extreme, but the ultimate is finding that stillness in the pose, being able to breathe freely, having that connection and stability. And there's this balance between strength and softness, between firmness and relaxation. Bring the hands back to the heart. Bring that left thigh up and lower it down. Well done, everyone. Take a little shake out of the ankles. Take a little shake out of the hands. All right. We're going to bring ourselves to lie down on our backs. Or bring yourself all the way down. Place the feet on the mat. And so we've done a nice bit of opening with the spine today. We're going to move a little deeper into our bridge pose, into our back bend. So I'd like for you to bring your feet hip distance. Outer ankles in line with outer hips. And ultimately, you pretty much want to get your heel underneath your knee, maybe a little bit in front of it. You can take your arms out to the side for now. Let's just take an easy lift. So just a gentle lift. Squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips, and just see what that feels like. So we've done a lot of extension through the spine. We've moved through those hips. We've opened those hip flexors a little bit. Gotten the glutes moving. All right, and then you're going to roll back down. Okay, taking it into a little more active back bend. You're going to press into your feet, lift the hips, and then roll the shoulder blades a little closer to one another. Try bring your hands under your back and interlace your fingers. Try straighten out the arms. Okay, so now your hips are really lifting. You're getting that extension through the spine. You're getting that inversion. Let those glutes work. Press those hands down. We stay for 2. Relax your throat and your head, your face for 1. Release the hands. Hold. And then super slowly, from top to bottom, you'll roll yourself all the way down. Bring both knees to chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Take a few little rolls, separating the knees. And change direction. All right, keep your right knee to your chest. Lengthen that left leg forward. Just a simple little twist. Take your right knee over to the left. Just take a stretch out there. Take a breath. And you'll come back. Switch. Left knee to chest. Take your nice little stretch over to the opposite side. All right. And then back to center. You can take a little rock up or a little roll up, come into a seat. Hands to thighs, close your eyes, ground. So always, it's as important the way you leave an experience as when you enter into that experience. Gives you a moment to observe that you're walking off your mat, a different version of yourself. And so you can thank yourself for that, for making the time to show up and get on your mat. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Well done for getting on your mat. Please, if you're catching up, let me know how it went. Let me know if you have any questions. Everyone here live, thank you for joining. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that your bodies are feeling great and that you are ready for the weekend. It is time for our big 25-hour workouts. It is time. It is insane. I'm going to be doing a post a little later on today to give you guys a little more of an idea of what my sessions will be about this weekend. So super duper excited about that. It's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. Such a pleasure, everyone. Pat, race day today. Enjoy, Pat. Lovely having you. Suzanne McRoberts, have a wonderful weekend, Suzanne. Are you pledged to do some time for the 25-hour workouts? Zon, Michelle, such a pleasure. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Guys, remember, please share the event. Tag Jeff, tag Gift of the Givers, spread the word, get people involved. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to be for such a great cause. So it's like win-wins all around. Blanche, everyone, such a pleasure. Paulo, lovely to see your name here. Shirley Elliott, Barbara Dalton, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Awesome week of flow, Rachel. Indeed it was. D, that was a speedy one. Yeah, moved a little bit more than we do sometimes, but sometimes we need to just move. Sometimes we need to get the energy flowing, get the breath moving, and at the same time we get to focus the mind, we get to tone the muscles, we get to just be very present. Christina, seriously looking forward to the Lions Head Sunrise session on Sunday. It is going to be so cool, Christina. Lorna, all the love in the world for you. Adele, 5 hours for me tomorrow. Adele, I want to see you swiping into all those sessions and your comments and your proof. So I think we all need to have proof that we've been doing these workouts, right? So I want to see photos of the screens, of yourself, of your family, your friends, everyone involved. How are you eating to fuel yourself over those 25 hours? Make sure you've got your water, all of the above. Get those legs inverted tonight for a little bit. Maybe do a sleep flow tonight to get you ready for tomorrow. And keep an eye out for my post later on today. Lots of love, everyone. It's going to be an epic weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow.